Good evening. My name is Mianna, and if you forget how to say it, that's how it's pronounced. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I am so excited to be here with you this evening to share a little bit about what I know around products and retail. My background is with the largest retail company in the world, corporate Walmart. And with that, I have a really deep passion for the industry. Being part of Walmart, I was able to see how intricate the workings were within there. So I want to start off by telling you that my boss at Walmart always said, as a buyer, you are the janitor all the way to the CEO of your category. And I discovered that that is totally true. From forecasting in the market as an analyst to negotiating multi-million-dollar contracts, everyone that works at Walmart has to have a unique set of skills and responsibilities that they're in charge of. The buyer is the most crucial part of the retail mechanics. A buyer is responsible single-handedly for creating the strategy within the company and managing the P&L, ensuring it's profitable year over year. So category growth and building and maintaining supplier relationships are two of the best building blocks that you need to ensure that the buyer vision comes to life. I want to share with you a quick story of how I use these two building blocks to bring to pass my vision as a buyer. So I was in a category that was in need of some intense innovation. On top of my day-to-day responsibilities, I also woke up early in the morning and went to bed late at night so that I could spend that extra time looking at competitors to see what they're offering and following all of the social media buzz around what was happening in my category. I did this in hopes that I could have a greater vision and more creativity to really amplify the products that I had on shelf currently to bring better things to the customer and their experience. One morning, I woke up to a LinkedIn message in my inbox that said, "Hey, Mianna, I know you're a buyer at Walmart. We don't currently work together, but I am a supplier in Walmart, and I'm fairly confident that we can work together to build something for your shelf." Messages like this are not uncommon. In fact, they come through Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn because it's extremely hard to get in contact with a Walmart buyer. As CJ mentioned, it's not the easiest thing to do. After persistence with him, I finally messaged back and said, "Hey, here's when I have my line reviews. Reach out to me closer to the timeline. These are what my expectations are around what you'll present to me, and we can have a conversation." So we had the conversation, and to my surprise, this supplier was ready to bring to the table exactly the kind of innovation that I was searching for. So we spent months building out a product line together, and unfortunately, the hardest part of it felt like setting up vendor agreements, which I saw on CJ's thing. He said it took 123 hours to get contact and documents ready to put one item into CVS. So it's not uncommon for that kind of time. So back and forth to email, back and forth phone calling, finally we get the vendor agreement set up. Just when everything was in place and we were weeks away from our launch, I made the announcement that I was actually stepping away from the position to pursue a different opportunity, and another buyer stepped in behind me that was brand new. This buyer had no visibility to my strategy. He has no idea the kind of commitments that I had made to current and past suppliers, and he didn't know what I had in terms of the vision for this launch. So, the good thing is, the end of the story is that the product launches and it does great, and it's in national stores in Walmart across the nation today. But the reason I tell you this simple story is to demonstrate how important it is for us to get rid of the unnecessary obstacles and friction that buyers have in their job every single day. This is not unique to me or to Walmart. In fact, buyers throughout the industry struggle focusing their time on what's most important because of the small complexities they run into. This is where Volcanic comes into play. Volcanic has innovative solutions with cutting-edge technology that can help buyers get rid of all of the stuff that's unnecessary and focus on driving profitability to the bottom line. So let's take my example that I shared with you and see how it would have gone and unfolded if we were using the Volcanic platform. First off, the supplier would have not wasted a lot of time and energy and resources reaching out to tons of buyers hoping that they get a bite and someone reaches back and that it's the right category. They would have had direct contact with a Walmart buyer in the correct category. Secondly, when I accepted the invitation, they would have had visibility to my calendar telling them when my line reviews were and what information I wanted to see at the line review, and they could book some time with me. Thirdly, vendor agreements can be a complete nightmare, and Volcanic offers universal vendor agreement documentation, which is so huge from a supplier and a buyer side. And of course, the buyer stepping in behind me would have visibility to all the conversations in the past that I had with my suppliers. They would know what my strategy was and have visibility to that. And they would have conversation tags. So any decision that I made, I can write a little message and they can go back and say, oh, okay, that's why she made the decision she did. I am thrilled to be a part of Volcanic because I've witnessed and experienced the pain points personally. We hope that you join us on this Volcanic journey and help us pave the way to a more efficient and transformative retail future. Thanks.